Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sixth speech on preventing Legionnaires disease. And just to remember, the first one was about July 4th and the anniversary where they identify Legionella as the bacteria which could get sick the people was for the Legionnaires. So there was the first speech, and then we have the importance of training. Then I talk about Top Gun, which was really an inspiration for me, and I guess that speech was good. And then we say we have to celebrate life when we are doing the things that we are supposed to. And lastly, last week I showed you the ABC, the basic of prevention of Legionnaires' disease. But today, my topic is don't worry, but manage the risk, which means that if you don't manage the risk, then you have to be worried. And I will show you. When we talk about risk, we talk about uncertainty. There's a risk we don't know what would be the consequences. And because of that, someone who is responsible of a cooling tower and is not sure is doing the right thing, then he will be worried, having fear. So this is why it's important to have the training. It's important to do the right thing. And this is why I'm showing you this most important thing. 4 years ago, I wrote that book, Legionnaires' Disease, for Safer Cities, Shift the Paradigm. In this topic, I will show you the old paradigm and the new one. Then, when you shift or you expand your mindset, then you will be really able to do the things that you have to do to manage the risk, unless you will be with the old paradigm. And some people may say you, don't worry, but something inside will say, maybe I didn't do the right thing. So let's go right now to the old paradigm. Once again, I will change the background to make sure that you have a better view on what important to see. Here's the old paradigm. It's so old that many of you may laugh because you see so many times that Mali SPX cooling tower discharging its load within the garage, exposing the people to the harmful water droplet may be infected by Legionella. And this is the reality. So the old paradigm, in this case, which is really obvious, it's really clear for any mind, is about don't worry unless you have water treatment, and you see here you have the water treatment, and you do the maintenance as usual, and you won't have any problem. And sometimes they would say, take a Legionella test once in a while, and then it's okay. But for someone who is just, simple mind, not, brainwashed by these, thing that I showed you before, but there's instruction coming from, the manufacturer or anyone. If you are not brainwashed and you are looking at just as a ordinary person, you say it may be something wrong with that when I go through, because this droplet can be infected by Legionella. And for that reason, maybe we should do something. And in that fact, the main point would be to relocate the cooling tower to make sure when you go through the garage, anyone will be safe because they won't be exposed to the harmful vapor, or not vapor, but water droplet from the cooling tower. And this is how we have to shift from an old paradigm to a new one to get a safer building or safer cities, safer state, anything. But we cannot manage the risk unless we have a clear mind on the issue. And this is what I'm teaching you right at the moment. So, just to have like something else, just to change our mind. You may heard about Alec Baldwin, who, as an actor, just shoot someone who get killed. Why is that possible? It's just a movie. He should have said to the other actor, "Don't worry, it's only a movie." But in fact, the other actor get killed. Why? Because they didn't have the protocol. They didn't have the risk management that they should have. And for that reason, something undesirable, something that the actor should have been worried of, and after that it was too late. It's just the same thing here. If someone goes through the garage and no one say, don't worry, we have everything on our hand. We do the water treatment, we do the maintenance, but what they didn't do is the real risk management, which would mean in that specific case to relocate the cooling tower. So let's go now uh, to the new let's see to the new paradigm. Here it is. That graphic comes from my book. Once again, if you want it, in full and with the explanation, I just tell you that you can buy it from Amazon, and it would be really really easy, and you will have it in the days later. So here's the new paradigm. The new paradigm, how we do prevention about Legionnaires' disease, is by looking at all the stage or the chain of transmission of the disease from the time where the water is introduced within the cooling tower, where it's amplified within the system, or even aerosolized, just throw in the air because we have a fan, and then we have the transmission, which can take about kilometers from the source to the people, like this man who is exposed. And yes, we have to think about that type of people. Are they, good hosts, like people getting old, having a very weak immune system, or having a disease like a cancer or something like that, which means that their system are more is not a good person to fight against Legionella, and then you get infected and maybe die. So you have to avoid it. And if we just take it at the stage of amplification, then we can just say, okay, we will put like chemical within the water, and then we will sleep on our both ears, and we won't worry, and it's okay. But if for any reason, no pump or anything happen and the amplification goes on, we need to take care of other stage to make sure that the Legionella coming from the municipal system go to the man here. So that's why we are looking about the location of the cooling tower and everything like that. And here I'll talk about the training because for sure someone who is well trained, who is understanding, the basic, what is going on, then for sure that man will be safer than if someone like ignorant. And let me tell you about ignorant. Anyone can be ignorant. I am ignorant on something because knowledge is so huge that we need someone to teach about a specific point. And let me tell you, when I speak to you, I won't speak you at large because this is not the main importance here. Here we have the task of stopping Legionella. We have the task to make sure that the system is safe. So you need to know someone who is mastering the point. And when you master a point, like I'm showing it right now, it seems that it's so clear and easy to understand. If it's not, the speaker can be just be a good speaker, but maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. When I told you that I wrote that book 4 years ago, it means that I take the time to think about the problem. I took all the time I could to make sure that it's clear. And now that I'm doing this speech, I want to show you that it's not something else, someone else who teach you something like that because I quote here and there, and then I am a good speaker, but I don't know nothing. The difference is this point is do you have someone you can trust in front of you? This is the reason why I am here in front of you. So with that, I think you have everything to today that I wanted to show you. The topic was don't worry, but manage the risk. It means that uh, risk is linked with uncertainty, and uncertainty just um, generate let me tell you, I told you so much, uh, generate fear, generate anxiety. And if you feel that, it's correct because it means that you need to shift your paradigm to increase your knowledge and then do the right things that you have to do, like right what we see right here, that you put so many barriers to prevent Legionnaires disease that you feel just peace of mind about your system. And because of that, you are on the right path. So this is what I wanted to show you today. I hope that you enjoy that and see you next time.